What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another episode of Breakfast with Perkins. I am, of course, your host, Skinny Perkins. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Hope everyone's Monday is going well. Hope your weekend went well. I feel like this week has been a very news-packed week, and actually, so I was in the shower literally probably about 20 minutes ago, and let me turn this shit down, listening to Game Ranks. And every Friday on Game Ranks, they do the news and stuff like that. And I just heard, unfortunately, that they're thinking that GTA 6 will be pushed back. So I think they're originally shooting for a 2025, early 2025 window. And I don't know if this is true or not, but they said, I guess, it's not going to be 2025. I guess it's looking more like 2026. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, it didn't take that long to make a game. It's taking too long. Anything, and I've said this before, anything Rockstar does is gold. I would much rather them keep it in the oven for a year or so more than give us a half-baked piece of shit. I'm so sick of relax. You're gonna get a game and it's gonna be phenomenal. Rockstar don't miss. They haven't missed. When's the last time they missed? Go ahead. You'll be fine. So if that is true, 2026, that's okay. That's all right. I could live. Now, if they're saying I push it back to like 2029, I'll be dead by then. So I told myself, as long as I can live long enough to see 2 more Elder Scrolls, 2 more Fallouts, and 2 more GTAs, I'll be fine. I'm 33 now. Seeing 2 of each, highly unlikely. But let's see. Fuck, if it takes them like 13 years development for each game, 13 times 6, what's that? 26, 52, 78. Is that math right? 68? My math's dog shit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is I probably won't be around for 2 more of each game. Anyway, how's everyone feeling? First off, let's go ahead and acknowledge the bridge that fell down, which is crazy. Now, deaths aside, I don't feel like the bridge getting hit is like super. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like obviously because of the deaths, that's why it's a big deal. But if people weren't on the bridge, say no one had died, nothing, and then the ship just hit the bridge, would it even be like newsworthy? I don't know how big a deal that Francis Scott Key Bridge is in Baltimore and all that. So I don't know the gravity of it. So forgive me for my ignorance. But what I don't understand is they were saying, oh yeah, it could be years before we get another bridge. And I'm sitting there just thinking, there's time-lapse videos in Asia where they're putting up some extravagant bridges. Huge bridges. They're putting it up in like a week's time. Someone put a thing on my status I had made about the bridge. In Beijing, they made an entire bridge in like 47 hours. Now, why in America is it taking that long? What's the deal with that? Why? Now, I know there's a lot of red tape and someone's got to get greased over here and this money over here and legislation and they got to funnel the money from the tax people because they don't want to do it. I understand it's a whole bunch of shit, but it doesn't make sense when countries like China and Japan can construct. I saw Japan, there was a sinkhole. Huge fucking sinkhole. They have this thing filled, repaved, road-worthy within like 36 hours. Thing was huge. Now, granted, I know a sinkhole is different than a bridge. I'm aware. I completely understand. But I'm saying, why does it take them very little time to improve logistic infrastructure? I don't know. I guess that's the word for it. Bridges and roads and stuff like that. Why does it take them like next to no time at all? But here, there's all this. I had a pothole in front of my house. It took them like a year and a half to fill. Huge thing. Thing was popping tires and taking off bumpers and shit. It took them like a year and a half to fill that. And Japan's creating whole new roads. And Asia and China's creating whole new bridges in like 2 days. Come on, America, get it together. There was also, I read an article about there's going to be no continuity with this. You guys know at this point, it's all scatterbrained and all over the place. I read a story about a lion who attacked 2 teenagers in the woods or something like that. And I guess they were fucked up pretty bad. But I guess the teens are recovering, whatever. They went and found the lion and they killed the lion. I don't understand that. I've never understood when an animal... Now, if the animal's just running loose in an area it shouldn't be, I like animals more than humans, but I can, kind of... in that circumstance. But if you're in the wild, in a wild animal's domain, and you get attacked by a lion, why is that the lion's fault? Why is it the lion's fault for being a lion, for attacking two people that may have felt threatened from? Whatever. That's really bizarre. That's the equivalent of a human going into another human's home completely uninvited, and the human shooting you out of, defense, or maybe he sees you as a threat. That's okay as a human, but for some reason with animals, it's not fine. It's fucked up. Why can't, okay, you hear stories all the time of dogs will bite someone that comes onto their land, whatever like that. I got the shirt out of the dryer and I must have had a receipt in there, something paper-wise. There's a bunch of paper all over the thing. I don't know if you can see it on there. If not, cool. If so, fuck it. But if a dog is protecting its home and a kid comes over and gets bit, whatever, okay, the kid, that sucks, the kid got bit. But why are you putting down the dog for being a dog? That doesn't make, that dog is there to protect the home. That's his job. Now, that may not be its sole primary use. Yeah, it's providing love and fun and all that shit for the people that own it. But a dog, territorial, is going to protect its area. Why are we disciplining the dog? Why aren't we, hey kid, get the fuck out of the dog's yard. You won't get bit next time. I don't get that. That don't make any sense. It pissed me the fuck off. Anyway, our boy Diddy's in the news. Oh, boy Diddy. I don't have much else to say about that, but it looks like the shit's coming down hard on him. And one thing I do love is 50 Cent's talking the most shit to Diddy right now, and it's fucking hilarious to me. That's comedy. One thing I like about 50 Cent, he just don't care. He'll take the smoke any day that ends in Y. He'll create the smoke any day that ends in Y. And then they say a lot of other big-time celebs were also leaving the country right around the same time. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is to them leaving the same time he was, but it's a little coincidental. Mainly Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about Jay-Z or Beyonce. I find them completely overrated, and why half America puts Beyonce and Jay-Z on a pedestal, especially Beyonce, I don't know. I don't know why. I will never know. Her voice is okay. She looks decent. Jay-Z looks like the camel from the cigarette pack, and he looks horrible with that hair he's got now. He's got the same hair The Weeknd did a decade ago, and he just looks fucking weird. Now, in fairness, I loved Beyonce when she was with Destiny's Child, and I loved Jay-Z when he was the young, where's he from, Brooklyn? When he was the young guy, from Brooklyn, and right up until the early 2000s is when they both kind of just when they started making that, right when they made Crazy in Love, right near that time, I was like, fuck these guys. But I think it'd be awesome if almost knocked my shoe down. I think it'd be awesome if they were somehow implicated in the whole Diddy shit. I like when bad shit happens to people that I don't like. And I know that's a fucked up thing to say. I know we're flawed humans. It's fine. But I take joy. I revel in the fact when bad shit happens to people I don't like. I love that. I think a lot of people do. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Diddy either. So fuck him. Well, we'll see what happens. Also, one thing I don't get, I've been seeing it go around, and I've made statuses about this. Why, and this is to black women, why are we still gatekeeping hairstyles? Now, I know, as a African myself, we'll just call myself a black man. As a black man myself, I know that I shouldn't be talking about, there's a certain code amongst black communities and people, and one of the codes is you don't openly talk about black issues or problems outside of black cultures and societies. I don't give a fuck. But black women, why are we still gatekeeping hairstyles? I see it at least once a week. White chick will have braids. Black woman will be very upset about it. Whatever. On the flip though, let a black woman wear a blonde wig or dye her hair blonde, bleach it. I've never seen a white person have any issue with that. Now, I know there's a very remote tribe in sub-Saharan Africa and they have blonde hair. Jesus Christ. There's a kid on my Facebook who anytime you talk about something, he'll always bring up the exceptions every single time. Well, actually, Dan, there's people in Africa that are naturally born with blonde hair. And they make up like 0.000047 of the population. I'm talking about generalities, not exceptions here. God, I can't stand it. I haven't got in an argument with that kid in a while. I think I probably do. But why is that? Why are we still gatekeeping hair? I don't get that. I guess it's not for me to get. Also, one thing I wanted to bring up, Facebook groups. One thing I've noticed about a lot of Facebook groups, a lot of them, because I've been kicked out of a few Facebook groups. One of them was a food review site, food review group rather, for Des Moines. Got kicked out of there, no rhyme or reason. I'm known for going in and talking shit. I wasn't talking shit about nothing. I made like 5 posts in there with like a total of like 2,500 likes, and they were just talking about good things about the restaurants. What I think it was though is my reviews were like very short, and they weren't their typical review style, but people loved them, whatever. And I think it was too much shine for me that the people adminning the group didn't like it. So they kicked me out. Couldn't get an answer why. Another group was the Beaver Dog group. Got kicked out of there. Apparently, I always walk around at night. I don't anymore because I work at night, but I would walk around at night. And so I would make a post on Beaver Dog, hey, if you see, a big black dude with a, wearing a Bugs Bunny, whatever I was wearing, don't be alarmed, it's just me, don't need to call the cops, whatever. For those who don't know, Beaverdale is a very white area, very white. I think I'm probably like one of 3 black people within like a 6-block radius. So I'd make a post saying, hey, don't be alarmed, it's just me out walking, do whatever. Well, some guy got on there, and he's like, you're painting Beaverdale in a very bad light. Mind you, this was on the back of posts, people saying, hey, some guy walking, be on the lookout, this guy over here, watch out for this shady looking dude. People are putting this in the group. So I know people already, I know how people are. He was like, oh yeah, you're just painting Beaverdale in a very bad light. I don't like that. And he removed me from the group. He deleted my post at first, and I was like, the fuck's wrong with you? Then he removes me completely. I say that to say this. I notice a lot of people in Facebook groups are people, they were the ones in high school that did Naruto runs. They were the ones in high school that did show choir. They were the ones, might have been a lesser known homosexual. They were the ones that you get the vibe that I'm going with. They weren't the high school jocks. They weren't the cheerleaders. They weren't the basketball team, starters. They weren't the standout people. I noticed every person that admins these groups were like the next tier. You get what I'm saying. I'm trying not to be mean here, but you get what I'm saying. And I think what it is, these people, they had no power in high school. They were overlooked in high school. Now they got a little bit of power now. Now they run a Facebook group with 13,487 people. Now they got power. Now they can tell people what to do. They have control now. That's what I've noticed. The admins for the Beaver Dog group and the admins for the food group there was like 11 of them combined. All of them looked like just coincidental, Hey, what do I know? Just something I've noticed. Let's do some questions. What would be your dream job if money wasn't a concern? If money wasn't an issue, probably something to do with media or music. So yeah, I'd probably provide content. I don't know if you can call me a content creator at this point. I just come here to talk shit. But probably doing this to a large group of people, or like being like a DJ or like a producer, learning to make music. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or something with animals. Actually, yeah, fucking dead all that. Being a DJ and content creator would be dope, but if money wasn't an issue, animal shelter. That'd probably be my providing refuge and food and looking out for animals and stray animals. If I could just do that all the time, that would probably be my dream job. I would love that. Would you rather wear nothing but inline skates and a jock strap at all times, or have pubic hair cover your entire body? Yeah, I'm doing the skates and the jock strap at all times. I'm a rather hairless person. I just don't grow hair. I don't get hair. So to go from being relatively hairless to having pubes cover my entire body, that's a non-starter. I like to skate, and though the jock strap I feel would kind of wear on you after a while, that's the route I'm going. Because I love skating. I got a pair of skates. Where are they at? There they are over here. I got a pair of skates right here. Sometimes I put them on. It's all laminate flooring throughout here, so sometimes I'll just, I'll put these on, do a little bit of skating. I need to go skating again. I need to hit up Jake Gracie. He goes skating. Him and his woman. They were fun to go skating with. I'm a fat fuck. They're both like thin, so they got the stamina to go a long time. I get about 3 kicks in and I'm having a heart attack. So yeah, I actually would love to get back into skating. I think that'd be really fun. Let's see. We'll do one more bad choice here. Have you ever secretly masturbated while your partner was sleeping next to you? Not secretly. I'd let them know, hey, you gotta release the demon here. Gotta get the poison out. Oh, I'm on my time. My neck hurts. I got bills due at the end of the month. Whatever the issue is, so we're getting it out. So yeah, I've never secretly done it, I guess, but I've done it next to the partner. Of course, you gotta go. Folks, I'm gonna land the plane there though. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. Talk some shit in the comments. Let me know what I could do better. Let me know if I'm even doing anything good. And I'll talk to you guys next week.